If there's one book that completely changed my trading for me, it's this one. Without this book, I do not think so I would have been able to make it as a trader or become a consistently profitable trader. And I understand that it is a very bold statement to be making, but I do mean it. This book literally changed my trading forever. For those of you who are new to this channel, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Shaun. I'm a Dubai-based active US equities trader. I've been trading the markets for 8.5 years at this point. And this channel is really just about straight to the point trading content that could really help you stay on the right track when it comes to your own trading developmental journeys, and also help you grow through your trading developmental stages much more faster. So if you want to see more videos like this one and other helpful trading content, consider subscribing to this channel. By the way, before I get into the main book and the context of this book, I really want to encourage you guys to just leave a guess. I mean, this clearly is a trading channel. You guys are clearly on this channel because you're interested in trading, and you guys might be exposed to a lot of trading related books. So which book do you think I could be talking about? Just leave your guess in the comments below. Let me know. And don't cheat, guys. Just pause the video, leave your guess in the comments, and we'll actually get started with this, with talking about this book. And this book is, what do you think your guess was? And this is the book. So this book is called The Confident Mind by Dr. Nate Zinser. Hopefully I haven't really butchered his name completely, but this book is called The Confident Mind. It's a sports psychology book, and it really just helped me, with my trading journey and becoming a consistently profitable trader. And I can very confidently say that if I wouldn't have come across this book, I do not think so I would have become a profitable trader ever. Maybe ever is a pretty wrong word, but yeah, I don't think so I would have been able to make it in trading without this book. So The Confident Mind, this is a sports psychology book. And I was at a point in my trading where I already had a trading strategy, already had a trading edge. And I was just done with, asset bouncing. Basically, I was trying to trade Forex and trying to explore futures and things like that. But I was just mostly stuck with stocks after that. I just no longer was bouncing around, and I wasn't even bouncing around when it came to trying to learn new strategies. I had a strategy that just made sense to me logically, psychologically, at all certain levels of my trading. And I also had an edge. I had my trading rules, but the only challenge was I wasn't able to stick to my trading rules when it came to real time market conditions. I was constantly making these execution errors, and because of that I was just not profitable in the markets, despite having a profitable trading strategy, despite having a good edge, and despite having all the right rules around my trading. I simply wasn't profitable. Let's just go over an example. Let's say I'm trying to buy a stock of $10 breakout. I'm trying to buy a breakout at $10, and my targets are just to shoot for $13 mark where I'm going to be exiting my position. What used to happen is I would enter slightly late. Let's say I entered, instead of a breakout at 10, I would enter at 10.50, 10.75, which is pretty much a lot of the move just missed. And instead of trying to exit at 13, I might just end up exiting at 12, 12.25, something around there. And what used to happen is I used to review my trades, and I used to get so angry and upset. And have you ever been into that situation where you think to yourself that don't make a mistake, don't make a mistake, don't make a mistake. And when you actually go into the market, you end up doing exactly that. You end up making a bigger mistake sometimes. So that was constantly happening. And I was just constantly getting frustrated and angry. And I would just let that frustration seep into the next trading session. And even the second trading session would end up becoming really bad for me, or result really bad. Even the days when I made profits in the market, my executions, if they weren't just absolutely perfect, I would just get so upset and angry that I would just mess up the second trading session as well. I really do feel that I'm not the only one who's struggling with this. A lot of people, when they have a lot of successes or maybe a level of success in other areas of their lives, they tend to have the same thing. They are just constantly going hard on themselves, and they hold themselves at a very high standard, and they're constantly just going too hard on themselves. Or they just want to accept nothing but absolute perfection, at least from when it comes to themselves. And some people also call it like having the perfectionist attitude. A lot of my friends, I'm kind of like that, unfortunately, because now that I've learned over the years that progress is much better than perfection. So that's the reason, unfortunately, the word came out. But I've learned that I do go too hard on myself at times, and I don't think so. It's a wrong thing, personally, frankly speaking. A lot of my friends have said that to me, dude, just relax. You're going too hard on yourself. I listen to them, but I still don't agree to them. But when it comes to trading, at least you have to learn how to review your trades properly. There are times when you have to go hard on yourself, and there are other times where you just have to accept that you're never going to be perfect and you're never going to execute absolutely flawlessly ever. Pretty much, it rarely happens. Even the traders that have been trading the markets for like 20, 30 years, even they themselves, if they start reviewing their trades, they could still find a thing or two about their trading that they could have done better. So basically, sometimes we have to really learn how to review our trades in order for us to learn from our trading execution, the right stuff, the wrong stuff in our trading, and actually grow through them. And the context of this book is obviously about, it's a sports psychology book. So it really talks about different kind of sports like basketball, football, and in tennis. But the main context of this book, or the main takeaway from this book that I gathered, was he has a framework for reviewing your own sports performance. And if you really look at it, trading is very, very similar to any sports performance because it's a performance-based profession. So he has a framework which is ESP. So E stands for effort, S stands for success, and P stands for progress. So when you actually look at this framework and when you apply into your own trading, when you're reviewing your trades, you are essentially just forced to looking into or just writing these one-liners. So this is what he recommends after your performance. It could be trading performance, it could be sports performance. He goes through this performance. You have these one-liners in your trading. Write the E, which stands for effort. What sort of effort did you put into your own trading today? S, right? What was the success that you got from your own trading today? Third one would be P, and P really goes for progress. What sort of progress did you see in your own trading? So particularly for people who have this habit or tendency to go overly on board and go too hard on themselves and have this perfection sort of an attitude, this book really just forces you to start thinking about what was the effort that you put in, success that you achieved from that, and what was the progress you actually made towards your overall goal, or maybe a small piece of the overall goal with your own trading. So it really puts you or forces you to stay in that mindset where you can just allow yourself to make mistakes and accept your mistake, and really just gives you that sort of breathing room or mental breathing room in your head where you have to think about what is the right solutions. You automatically start thinking or taking things more positive in a much more positive approach, which really just allows you to think about solutions rather than just beating yourself down and start improving them. And also when you're trying to improve them and review your own progress, really just don't get too bogged down and just don't get too overly excited about or just overly upset on your own self, and just be in the right headspace in order to take the lesson from it and actually grow through it. So this is what happened with me. And when I would review my trades, I would just be forced to see the progress and see the success. Even if I completely messed up my trading session for that day, I was just forced to do so. And what it did is, like, it didn't, or it certainly just stopped making that negative sort of feelings affect my second or third trading sessions. And basically, I was able to just focus on, just stay focused on improving one area of my trading and not let the previous trading session sort of affect me. And today's trading session, I could just focus on this and really just work on improving this one single area at one point in time. This book really just helped me learning how to review your own performance properly and be in the right headspace to review and then actually see your performance and progress. Once you have that right headspace, you're more open to finding solutions and actually implementing those solutions. And also, just when you're not able to do so, you're just not getting completely destroyed by your own self. You're not completely destroying yourself. So if you didn't get it this time, second trading session or third trading session, you're gonna do it right, or you're gonna get it right. So it really helps you stay positive in that, or in that mindset where you can just perform better. And if you haven't performed better, learn from your mistakes and grow through your mistakes and eventually become a better performer overall, regardless of sports or trading. And this channel is obviously about trading. And this book I would highly encourage or recommend for anybody who's really struggling with or maybe even has had some success in other areas of their lives, and now they're coming into trading and they're finding it overly difficult or to get used to it, because there's an idea in trading that you have to really be a good loser when it comes to trading. I certainly do agree with that idea, but I also know that, or I also think that, after a while, you just kind of get used to, having or dealing with losing trades and winning trades. You just kind of get used to it, just like anything else in life. This is also another habit that you just get used to it. I don't consciously think about like I want to be losing the market or I want to be good at taking a loss, but just with experience you just end up becoming better. So I really encourage anybody who's just struggling, taking losses or making mistakes, and really just seeing yourself making a mistake. This book would be particularly helpful to those people who already have a trading strategy, already have a proven edge in the market, but they're really just struggling with the executions and actually being able to execute the edge and extract the money from the markets on a consistent basis. So I highly encourage them, and especially for those people who are just too hot-headed sometimes, or maybe they're perfectionist, or who've had success in other areas of their lives, and now they have to deal with this consistent ups and downs and sometimes losses as well in the markets, where it just becomes a bit hard, or emotionally just a bit more harder to actually deal with at times. So I highly encourage for this book for those sort of individuals who are struggling with these sort of issues. So that's about it for this video. Really great book. Literally just changed my own trading trajectory, I can pretty much say so, because it really allowed me to review a process, review my performance, and really how to improve your own performance in your level of, or in your chosen fields, basically. So check this book out if you're interested in, and if the context of this book really sort of resonates with you and you feel like it can help your trading as well, or if you're dealing with similar issues like I was. But yeah, that's about it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please consider hitting the like button, as it really helps the channel with the YouTube algorithm. And also let me know what was your biggest takeaway from this video about this book, or outside of this book as well. What was your biggest takeaway? Any ideas, any light bulb moments this video sort of gave into you about your own trading? Leave them in the comments below, and subscribe to this channel to see more videos just like this one and more trading related videos. And with that, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take it easy. Cheers.